I was live long.
As I'm doing my usual stream rolls to see how this session's gonna go. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Afternoon for Wraith, evening for everyone. Welcome back to our weekly D&D session. It's our favorite time of the week. Hopefully everyone's had a good week so far. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Excited to have a new glaive.
You got a haircut too, Hansford?
Yes.
Nice. Looking good, brother.
It was warm, so I was like
You
off with
and
the
Wraith.
hair.
Right?
That's right. Got totally in character. Just
Now, is this your glaive from Destiny, or is this a different glaive?
this one does cold damage, so different.
On the stream, Wraith's camera's frozen. On the stream it is. It's weird. It literally looks like Wraith is like dead staring at Tofu like, God damn it, again.
So I may still have something open, and this is what Wraith looks like when he games.
I see. All right,
Which
so
is
again,
not good on my eyes.
welcome back, everybody. Wraith, no glasses.
No
No
glass.
more glasses. Now we can see that pretty face of his. Speaking of pretty face, this week's episode. So you guys last left off finally getting to the Rooms of Knowledge. You guys traversed through the Tomb of Lucidus. Found out a ton of information last week. I think you guys got more information last week than you've gotten this whole campaign in regards to the past, what has happened, your overall objective when you got to the Rooms of Knowledge, the Seraph there, who didn't attack you guys, versus the one that was in the tomb who was like going crazy. This one seems to be more aware of what's going on in the world. Gave you the overall objective of how to repair the crystals, and then gave you a checklist of things to do. In any order that you guys see fit. Some of the things that were on that list may have rung out to you guys. For example, Kahir's necklace, Ocean Surge was something that was listed there, or at least rang out to the party as saying, hey, wasn't that something that we already found? I think Valance identified that you guys need some lava from Death's Desert, and he already has a jar that can hold that lava. So one of the pieces from that is already completed. However, before you guys left, you got some new and cool items. Kahir finally got a magical weapon, and I'm sure he's excited to use it. All of you guys got some extra gold, some potions, some extra things throughout the Rooms of Knowledge from other keepers past that have left the items there for you. And finally got the in detailed knowledge of what's going on in the worlds, what has happened in the past with the original world of Neef, splitting into two, Niflheim and Terra, and then the gods intervening with Terra and removing the magics. Because the crystal's broken, the magics are kind of flowing into both worlds, but it's unstable and causing both worlds to collide with each other. You guys given a task, and we're told, hey, if anyone tries to stop you, here's a ring that's going to make any immortals turn into mortals, or at least be able to kill them. A ring called Keeper's Edge, I think, or something like that, right? Who got the ring?
Keeper's Defense.
Keeper's Defense.
Thorin picked up the ring and handed it to, to Valance. So Valance is currently, has it equipped on his hand.
Cool.
Yeah, because fuck you.
You guys were told to forge the crystal deep in the Divine Palace. located within the Everflow itself, and then using the items that was listed. You guys saw right before we last left, you guys got to the final room. You saw a projection of the shadow doors along with something like shadow versions of yourselves. And we're told that the final clue to the keys required to enter the Palace of the Everflow are sitting on the throne, which was a depiction of both Valence's lance and Thorin's sword, Brissinger and Eclipse. Also kind of shadowing the gods of the sun and moon. If you guys made that connection or not, it's up to you. But I mean, we have Brissinger, which is fire-based, Wraith's lance, which is necrotic-based or dark-based or shadow-based. Sun and Moon, Asta and Charlotte, it was their weapons. So there you go. Now you've tied it all together. Last we left off, you guys were in that final room, just about to leave. The Seraph did tell you guys no magic's allowed to be cast while within the rooms of knowledge. So you guys can't like flip out. You actually have to leave. She said once you guys are ready to leave, just step through the Everflow projection that was in the final room, and you guys can leave. However, I think you guys last left off still in that room speaking. So that's where we're going to bring us back into. Again, you guys see the Seraph just kind of hanging out, floating there, hovering next to the pool of Everflow that's in the center of the room, which is quote-unquote the exit. What you guys do from here on out, again, is totally up to you if you guys want to take a rest here or move through the Everflow and exit the rooms. We're totally in the campaign now, guys.
So, where should we go first? We got lots to do on our list.
Well, is there anything nearby that we can tackle, or we can just use our? I don't think we can even use our spell yet, our ritual. So
Yeah,
what's
Mystic Lady said
nearby?
we had to leave.
There's your list, by the way. I just pasted in the chat again for those of you that haven't been taking notes. And I also gave it as a handout, too. Speaking of handouts, I do have a quick handout for Valence's armor. Valence, again, you can kind of make it look however you want.
Yeah,
But
no,
this
sorry,
is-
I got disconnected like 4 times in a row.
I know, I know. Roll 20 kind of throws you off. I know I have very, very detailed maps, so they take a while to load, and I'm guessing it's overloading your internet. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit to do on the Pointed Ear world, Niflheim, Crown of Elven Queen, the Pixie Tier. I'm sure we could probably find out Frost Giant's Eye. I mean, they keep calling me Giant. Or half. Eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you got a frosty spear. They call you a giant.
Alright, I fixed it. We're good.
Just because they call me Giant doesn't mean I'm giving you my left eye.
I can make you a really cool patch, though.
I sure you can. I still don't want to be half blind.
Especially you get your vision recently, right?
Yeah, you got some updated stuff with your spear, so yeah, you're able to kind of see a little bit better now.
Yeah, Yeah, I just been able to now. I just now can see in dark.
Hey, that's not helping your case.
Well, so
You're already getting me necklace. You're not getting me eye.
well, so do you guys know where I'm looking at Johan and Thorin. So do you guys know where Fairy lives?
I mean, like I said before, we had fairies in our forest where I used to live. They're kind of hard to find, but I'm sure we could track some down if we went back.
Uh, can we see one? Can we go see
Well,
one?
where are we? We're just north of Sylvain Septorum, right? So, would it be a history check to see if I know where the fairies are nearby? Or
Yeah, you can roll a history check.
7. Rip.
Oh yeah, we're north of your
Let's see.
the elf place. Anybody know where the queen lives?
Well, I know of a queen. That would be my mother.
So the Traherne, Thorin, I mean, you've seen fairies all over. You don't necessarily know where like their home is or where they live or where they come from. Traherne, yes, there are some fairies that you have encountered through the Great Forest and the free villages of Neath. However, you're quite aware that fairies don't actually live on the western hemisphere of Niflheim. They actually come from the Unknown Lands, which is more to the west. To the east, like jungles of Sporta, the Torn Ruins, and the mines of Beardrum. Sometimes what will happen is if you see a fairy usually being sold, it's because someone traveled there, captured one, and brought it back, usually as a slave, which is not cool. Especially for you. You think that, all creatures deserve equal rights, being beasts, fairies, things that are small, things that are big. So to have fairies in on the western side of the hemisphere, usually it's because they were freed after being captured and weren't able to get back home because it is a very far travel.
So
that's the
I
information.
look at the group and I'm like, so there is I've heard stories of where the fairies come from. I have seen some in my homeland, but I think I could guide us towards the area that they originate. It is a long travel though. We would probably need a boat to get across to the continent where they live.
The Seraph speaks up and approaches or appears behind Orpheus. Looks down at Orpheus.
Hey.
She waves.
Way back.
The crystals you all have. You can go wherever you want.
Well, not
Wait.
from in here.
Wait. Like, I thought we were told it's only to a different world. Can we travel within the world itself?
Well, that is correct. However, you can travel to one world and then travel to the next. There shouldn't be any restriction on how often you need to use it or can use it. The gods don't know everything about what the crystals can do for mortal beings that use their powers.
I guess we
I
could
believe
give
the
it a shot.
information you were given was from the lesser god Sinella, and she has limited knowledge on the crystal's power, or what the crystals even are.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I thought that was important to know. And she again disappears and reappears next to the Everflow pool that's in the center of the room.
Well, that changed our plan, doesn't it? I'm looking through the list again. Office looking through the list again. Well, it say here, that's desert. Balance. You mentioned that desert before.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time there.
Well, I guess that's where we're going.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Oh, I've never
I
been to the
mean,
desert.
We have to go to all
I'm
these places
excited, too.
eventually, so let's just start moving and cross them off our list. Does
All right, so I'll bring you guys back over to the map really quick, just so you can see where Depths Desert is in regards to Terra.
Next to my home.
You guys have definitely seen this before. So Depths Desert is to the north of the Rose Garden Kingdom. Again, General Corvus, who's now Commander Corvus, said that he's going back to Rose Garden Kingdom. Valance and I believe Thorin, you guys got the information about Rose Garden Kingdom was under siege. I think you guys relayed that to Orpheus, that the undead dragon that was summoned when you guys were fighting Merkel had a vampire riding on top of it, attacked Rose Garden Kingdom, and then flew north towards Depths Desert. So that's here. So if that's your goal, keep that in mind as you guys are coming out of the rooms of knowledge. And
Sounds
if
like
that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do.
Sounds like we can get the lava taken care of and perhaps smite a vampire.
Well, hold on one second. Thurn kind of approaches the Seraph of Knowledge. Seraph, you seem to have a lot of knowledge based off of otherworldly things like our stones. Do you have any knowledge on the actual events going on in our world right now?
Well, that's a very vague question. What do you mean by the events?
And then he turns to the rest of the group. Thurn turns to the rest of the group and goes, one of the reasons why I left my city to begin with was because an illness fell upon the royal family, and pretty much everyone has this illness except for me. And when it happened, I left my village and was in search of my sister who was missing at the time. So, is there anything time sensitive, like if we were to not go somewhere, perhaps would the king and queen die if we need a elven queen's crown?
Let's see, how can I answer this question?
Wait, so who's the next queen right now? Wouldn't that just be the next queen crown? Or would it be your mother crown? Is there somebody on the throne right now?
Well, right now, I guess.
So most likely, if the king and queen are ill, either your sister has been taking up the duties as princess, or the advisors, the elvish advisors that are populated within the city, would probably be taking over like the government duties, while your sister's taking over the royal duties. And you're MIA and your brother's MIA. So that's most likely what's going on. However, the Seraph does respond to you. Well, should the king or queen pass, which may come to fruition, hasn't happened yet, then the next in line would be crowned. Again, I don't see things that haven't happened yet, so I don't know if it would be your sister or you.
Thurn kind of steps back, kind of sulkily, just thinking to himself.
She does speak back up as you're turning around and sulking. It can be a choice, she says lightheartedly, kind of. Meaning, like, you don't have to choose to be king, you could let your sister be queen.
Let your sister be queen, then we can take her crown.
I'm sure she would just give it to you, right? It's just a crown. It's not like, you're killing her and taking it.
We'll send Orpheus to get it.
Yes.
This is a good thinking.
Why, he'll come back with a necklace.
He'll come back married to your sister. We have a new king, Orpheus.
Oh, peasants.
He is a noble.
So, Traherne kind of rephrases the question and just asks, well, since you can't tell what's not come to pass, you know where we're destined to travel. Is there anyone on our way that could use our aid? Is there any towns or villages right now that are dealing with disease or conflict that we could aid on our journey?
The entire world, my keeper child. Your task is of utmost importance. The small matters of these worlds, whether it be disease, decay, chaos, is nothing compared to both worlds ceasing to exist.
Well, and that Traherne kind of looks at the group and just says, I think we just need to get started. Time is of the essence. I like the idea of going to the desert just because Valens is already familiar with that area, and we could potentially cross off 2 things on our list right away, and that'll give us some time to think about where we want to go to next.
Valens just looks over everyone in the group for a second. You guys know it's hot, right?
I never been to the desert though, but it's actually fun, right? You get to play with the sand. I heard my people say that you can do like the sliding down the sand, and then like you can like collect the sand there. It's fun, right?
But you know that it's really hot.
How hot
There's
could
lava.
that be? How hot could that be?
Yeah, towards the volcano, it is quite hot. However, in the actual desert at night, it's cold.
Relatively.
One of the reasons why you would seek shelter in like a cave at night, so that you can have a fire going and kind of not be exposed, which is I think where you spent most of your nights.
Well,
But yeah, you are correct, Valence. It is quite hot there.
So it's up to you guys. If we want to head there, we can head there.
okay, look
Lava
at here.
shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Obvious, look at here.
I'm not sure how we're going to actually get the lava from the river into the bottle, but I figure Orpheus can do it.
Well, never been to
Orpheus, roll me a history check.
Oh my god.
You have PTSD from a vision that you had when you were visited by Ulrich of being swallowed up by the blood / lava in Death's Desert.
Oh, no. Lava? No. Obvious and lava, they don't mix. I'm good though. I'm good. Maybe Kahir can do it. Look at him, just standing there eating his jerky and doing nothing. Yeah, he can do it.
Let's see.
Might
Do
have an
I do
idea.
have a scene. I have your
Maybe
dreams.
I do have an idea.
That was your dream scene.
Thurin, maybe your construct.
The next flash you get.
Well, I was thinking we got somebody who has a fancy new ice. Well, I guess lava will become lava again.
I mean, Thurin can use his construct. If it collapses, he can just resummon it.
Oh, that reminds me. GM to party. I decided on a new way of dealing with pets. So anyone that has a pet or a summon or anything like that will move on your turn. We will no longer have to have them in a turn order or roll initiative for them. Same thing for Valence's steed. I think we have way too many pets for that to allow the turn order to move naturally.
So, does the player or the pet move first, or can we choose?
You choose. I'm going to be lenient with that. Allow you guys to kind of strategize with it. If you want to move your, if Doran wants to move his construct first, or if he wants to move first and then have construct come up behind him, I'm going to allow you guys to kind of have some wiggle room there. If it gets too OP, then we'll change it up. But it's just too much for, I think, both you guys to manage and for me to manage. I'm also going to be doing something similar with groups of mobs that are the same type. For example, fire goblins that we had the other session. I had to go through maybe 17 different turn orders to get back to you guys. I'd rather have them all move on the same turn, do their thing, and let you guys go again.
Sure.
So we'll see how that works out and how that plays out. But just GM to players.
Okay, so question.
Yep.
With the Death Desert, looking at the map right now, obviously I know I can see where the volcano is on the map, and there's a town, right? So I know that information, right?
So there was a town. However, for the most part, that was what you were investigating. It was attacked and destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So that's why there's no name for it, or you're not too sure what the actual name was. Or you can tell me a name of it, and it was the town of Death's Desert is basically a graveyard, so they call it the Graveyard Town. That's the nickname for it. That's what you've known it as, at least recently. It's not like Bayville, where Bayville's, in the Kingdom of Killahem, and it's a pretty prominent town because a lot of iron and stuff comes from Bayville. This particular town was destroyed and hasn't been rebuilt. No one seeks to rebuild it. It's literally next to a volcano. Up to you if you want to have it a name. It's up, it's totally up to you. But it was literally the Graveyard Town. Not something that you guys can go visit and ask questions on, basically.
Yeah. Well, we have a few options where we can teleport to when we go over. We can either teleport directly into Death's Desert, or we can go into Natu, which is north of it, or we can go to the Fairtide seaports and then move towards the mountains into the Death's Desert. It's entirely up to you guys.
Well, I feel like if we go to one of the towns or a populated area on the outskirts, perhaps we can find some equipment or some guides who are experienced with the desert, and then.
Well, he is experienced with the desert.
Well, yeah,
I am
but
the experience of the desert.
Right,
That most people don't trek into it.
I understand.
Right, so Valid will have advantage basically while you guys are trekking through Death's Desert on what direction you guys are going, what you're looking for, how far north you have to go, since this is basically his place.
Well, do you think we need to pick up some supplies nearby, or does it not matter?
Well, we don't know what we could potentially get into if we go right into the Death's Desert. If we just port directly in there, we could port right into the middle of anything. Undead, demons.
Or the volcano.
I can assure you that I could focus well enough not to port us into a volcano. But most of the areas that I know within that area, we don't know what's there now. So it could be advisable to go into one of the cities and then move out from there into the desert.
I'm good wherever you guys want to go. The port sounds fun, but I'm okay with whatever. I'd say we should head out soon, though.
While you guys are talking, do you want to have a long rest? How's your guys' HP, spells?
I thought we
did do a long rest.
We all just leveled up, so we're good.
No, we just leveled up, so everything should be good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say that you guys basically took a long rest while you were discussing it. Since you did do the level up, I think it resets everything anyway. If it hasn't, this will be the second long rest, so I think the first one you guys got half your hit dice back. For those of you that used hit dice, you should now have your full hit dice back. I think 2 long rests should equal out to be your full hit dice.
Yeah.
And then Thurin turns to Traherne, and just to clarify, when you're talking about my construct, I know I can resummon him when we travel to other worlds. I know it's tied to a daily cycle. The specifics of that, though, I'm still kind of working out. I don't know if it's because of Charlotte, because of being the goddess of the moon, if it's based off of every new moon, so every night at midnight I can resummon her, or if it's every 24 hours, but I'm still trying to figure that one out.
You guys did figure out that there's a 12-hour difference between the two worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's 12 hours in advance or 12 hours behind, you're not too sure which way it goes.
Well,
Or if it's the same time on both worlds, except one world has the sun on one side and one world has the sun on the other side, right?
So where are we going, guys? Balance. Why don't you just take a pick, and if anybody has any objections, we'll object. If not, we'll move forward. Because I think we need to make a decision. I was.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was just saying. I think the port sounds fun, but I'll take your expertise on this. I think regardless, if we start somewhere on the outskirts, I agree with you. I think it'll be safer.
Didn't I have a vision that the port was being destroyed?
I don't know.
Pretty
I don't
sure I
see
did.
what's happening in your mind.
Or in terms
No,
of
I know
here,
we had a couple of different portals that showed visions of the port and the smells and stuff, but nothing that was getting destroyed. The only one that had a town getting destroyed was my vision.
Okay.
their intrinsic here is like, hey, if we go to Port Town, I bet there's good fish over there.
Me all for going to Port Town. Me love to get into some good fish. Get some good fishing in too.
The Seraph closes her
Me.
hands,
okay.
outstretches them, and a huge runic circle begins to cast around the Everflow. The doorway is open. You may proceed.
To what? Well, where are we
Outside.
going? Oh, well, I guess we're getting kicked out, guys.
Yeah, you guys, again, she told you guys that basically you can't cast magic in here. So she's opening the door for you, basically.
Oh, gotta
You
go.
don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, gotta go, Trahan.
Joke's on you, I am going home.
Keepers, I've given you as much as I can, and the knowledge that I've been able to impart on you. Again, return here if you have questions or seek guidance. I wish you the best of luck. The world's rests in your hands. Chapter 8. Prince of Pain. You guys feel the magics come across each of you as you guys are ported outside. The runic circle in front of you is the last flash of light you see until, again, the bright sun outside begins to shine down on each of you. You are outside of the big stone head. However, as you all clear your vision and get adjusted to the light, to the left of the stone head, you see a face. A broken and battered, armored Prince of Pain, holding himself up against the rock next to the big stone head. He speaks up to each of you and says, fucking keepers. You were supposed to find the key, not unleash that damn Titan. The hell is wrong with you? No matter. Like flies gathering to shit, you followed my every carefully planned move. You think it was coincidence these shadow doors randomly opened up and led you here? I led you here. I have been leading you to where you needed to go for this very purpose. To this place. Ha ha. He coughs and some blood begins to trickle down his face. Now, give me the ring you so generously attained from the rooms, and I will spare your lives.
Me has better idea.
Right.
How about me save your life and tell you to go?
He begins drawing
Bye-bye.
his sword.
I take out the javelin and throw it at him.
Okay.
The javelin, by the way.
Oh no.
All right.
You know he planned for this.
Ah, damn it.
Oh no!
Hang tight, guys. Music is loud, right?
Not that really.
I'm adjusting it.
Not too bad,
on
actually.
my end.
Well,
Everyone roll the initiative. Let's go.
guys.
Bah.
Thorin, last session, did we leave your golem out here?
He was
or-
standing outside. Yeah, he should be right outside where we are.
Yep, so you can place him down in the center of the circle. I think that's literally where you left him, was like the center of the stone heads.
It's not letting me drag him. Oh, there we go.
Hello,
And
man.
he should be back to his normal
He should be
size.
big. Yep.
Who hasn't rolled? Traherne?
I rolled.
You didn't click your thing.
I did.
It's not on here. What are you talking about?
You have to click your token.
I do not see an initiative. Oh, yeah, I do. 4.
I
I'll
had
add it in.
right?
Hang on. I'll add it. Prince of Pain's roll
Gotta
is
chill.
13 plus. Let me grab his character sheet.
Tommy needs a second camera.
Plus. Oh shit, plus 5. So that's 18. What did he roll? 17. So it's 18.
It's not the same. It results in the same situation.
Pretty much, yeah. However, the Spear of Death, the Javelin of Death, comes flying forth. This is too loud for me, so I'm going to lower it a little bit so I can hear myself think. The Javelin of Death. How does this look here as you're launching this thing at him?
So as he grabs the javelin from it, it starts to glow with this like pulsing black aura that starts to almost like smoke comes out of the skull on it and just envelops the entire thing as he just like launches it like a lightning bolt straight for the Prince of Pain.
The Prince of Pain doesn't even avoid it. It strikes him, but deals no damage. It was actually not high enough to beat his AC. I think you rolled a 14, correct?
Yeah, 14.
Wait,
However, it does fall right in front of him.
wait, guys. Is that the javelin? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Now,
that's the one.
looks like the javelin just hit him and fell to the ground, but he's there. He whips out his greatsword. However, it seems like his strength in holding this thing, it kind of leans him down a little bit, and he steadies himself again on the rock. Again, he literally looks fucked up. He went toe-to-toe with that unyielding titan that you guys ran from. If there's ever an opportunity to kill this guy, now's your chance. It is your turn.
Before I make a move, I lift my hand. I show the Prince of Pain the ring that's on my hand. I'm like, you have one option. You can leave, or you can die.
You think so little of me?
That was your option. So I'm gonna move towards him. That's range. I'll go right there.
Okay. There is a rock in front of you, so you can kind of go around it with the lance and then kind of use that as cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes it, breaks it. 20 is a hit. Roll me damage.
28 from that one.
That's a hit.
I'm coming with the heat on this one.
It's a natural 20.
That's a crit.
Yep.
18, 7, and 9. Is that correct?
Yep.
Hang on.
Hold on.
It's 18.
Yeah, I'm calculating right now.
I'm just doing it one at a time. Minus 7. Minus 9. And then another 6. Okay.
78 damage.
Valance, how does this look? You're beating the shit out of the Prince of Pain.
So
Literally letting out probably like all of your might and anger towards this thing.
yeah, no. As I'm slashing, you can just kind of see like the divine and necrotic energy just like enveloping me and coming out through my spear as I'm just stabbing into him. And it just channels in, and the lightning strikes down with each blow.
How many stacks of Run Flush?
That would be 2.
Okay. Because it's his turn, so you want to roll that now?
Yeah.
So you roll it twice. Okay, so another 2. Anything else in your turn? Again, you do have your mount if it is summoned. At the moment, is it
It's
summoned?
not summoned.
Okay.
Unfortunately, every time I change planes, it disappears.
Okay. Ending your turn.
That's it.
The Prince of Pain raises up his greatsword. Again, he seems to be struggling. His left arm is slack from the attacks that you just made, kind of reminiscent to your vision when you were fighting him the first time in your dream. You remember you wounded him on his left shoulder?
Uh-huh.
Looks exactly the same. You're getting flashbacks to that vision. However, he raises his greatsword, swings it in a circular motion, and around the stone head, a extremely large column of fire begins to envelop the field around you guys. Basically cutting you guys off around the whole center of this map. I gotta zoom out so I can grab it.
Fire.
And brings down his greatsword directly in front, aiming it in a straight line through Kahir, Thorin, and Muir as he steps up towards you, Valance, to hit you with this.
Oh man, he's about to truck the fuck out of me.
2 attacks. One of them is going to go through. So here we go. A 16 and a 24.
24 is a hit.
You take 16 slashing. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. You, Kahir, and Muir, and Thorin also all have to roll me dexterity saving throws as a column of light shoots off of his greatsword and is directly coming towards each of you. Again, it looks like it's coming directly off of the greatsword, not like he's casting anything through it.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my number. I'm using my number on that.
Except for Valance, who's using his Hand of Fate to make the dexterity saving throw. With the make, you take 4 necrotic, which I believe you're now resistant to necrotic.
Yeah, so I 2.
Dos, but it is still 16 slashing.
Yeah,
So you take 18 damage in total.
Okay.
Everyone else, Kier, Mir, and Thorin all take 8 necrotic damage.
Alright.
Trahern, it is your turn.
So Trahern looks over to Thurin and just says like something's just not right. Like I feel like this is some sort of setup. So I'm actually gonna use or attempt to use Detect Thoughts on the Prince of Pain to see if I can read into his mind and see if he's setting us up for something. if this is a trap, or if I can catch any thought that would lead me to believe that attacking him is a bad idea.
So initially, you automatically get the. Let's see. Initially, you learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what it's on its mind at the moment. So at the moment, the surface thoughts is on the ring. He hates the 5 of you guys. You guys are ruining his plan. That's the surface thoughts.
Okay.
It's him. It's definitely him. It's not like this is an image of him or anything like that.
Right.
If you want to probe deeper, it would take an action.
Right. So do I have to wait for my next turn to use action, or can I?
Is this no? So this is an action. It would have to take a second action, Kahir or Zeph. So it's an action to cast, and then it says, as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper.
Yeah. You learn surface thoughts with the action to cast it, and then if you want to probe deeper, it is another full
So
action.
I have to wait till next turn to do that, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But it is concentration, so I can continue to do that while transform. Is that correct?
Yeah, so you'll get
That is
more
correct.
information each turn of
Okay.
like what his next surface thoughts are.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wait my turn. I'm not gonna do anything else. I do need to move up because it was only a 30-foot range. So I'm just
Yep.
gonna take. a
Also,
step
you
up.
get his surface emotions. Emotions being anger, excitement, hatred towards balance for some reason. However, conflicting emotion as well towards Thorin.
Oh,
I'll use Shillelagh on my quarterstaff as a bonus action, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, you're a Super Saiyan's quarterstaff now. Badass quarterstaff, by the way. Kahir, your lance begins to glow in your hands. That shimmering blue. What would you like to do?
So I know the javelin fell at his feet. Did it break? So it looks like it's still intact and active.
Yes, sir.
I am going to then move up to pick it up. Yeah, so I will move up 15, pick it up, use the rest of my movement to stand up fully so I'm not on the ground. And then enter a rage as he pulls out the glaive.
Go for it.
So
So you're
as
getting up close and personal to him?
I'm getting up close and personal,
Okay.
and as he pulls out the glaive head starts to glow blue from the frost, and it almost like the magic's kind of turn into snowflakes as the aura just kind of pulsates, so it almost looks like it's snowing right around the head of the glaive. As the bear paw lights up a bright, vibrant jade green, his eyes begin to glow, and he just shouts at the top of the lungs. He just kind of roars in the face of the Prince of Pain and says, "You will answer for all you've done."
In before Nat 1.
That's it. That's my turn. I can't attack because I picked up my weapon, or the javelin.
So we said picking up stuff is not an action, right? But using the picked up item is an action,
Oh, well, then in that case, I'm
right?
gonna take
So
my.
it's the same rules as if like you went to go pick up a potion off of someone.
Okay.
If you were to use that potion, yes, it's an action. So we'll still play the same rules. I want you guys to.
All right.
not have
Then I'm
worry
gonna
about
use
picking
the.
things up and things like that. However,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
use
trying to
my-
pick up like 7 things, then no, I'm not going to allow that.
Makes sense. All right, then I'll use my action to attack twice.
Do it. And you use your bonus to rage, right?
Yes, I use my bonus to rage.
25 and a 20. Jesus Christ.
29 and a 28 because I'm attacking recklessly.
Both hits. What's the total damage?
That would be 32 slashing, 4 rage, and 10 cold.
Okay. Again, you guys are just piercing through pieces of his armor, his awesome looking like bluish purple armor that's like kind of like almost splashed or painted in these colors begins to fly off pieces of his shoulder plates, shin guards, just flying off of him. You begin to see some of the skin underneath, and it's very, very pale. But he's still up. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Orpheus, your turn.
Steps.
Is that the step? Can I? Is that a wall or like can I attack through
Surrounding
this?
the head, it's just slight inclined steps.
Okay, so I still can see him from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
you're in a
I'm just
direct
gonna,
line of sight.
yeah. I'm just gonna do my cantrip, my Crimson Wake, twice.
17 to miss, 25 is a hit. 14. God damn, guys. You still have movement and bonus action on your turn?
No, that's it. I'm gonna stay right there.
You're staying right there? Okay. Thorn, your turn. And again, this
All
is
right.
both yours and yours turn.
Yep. So Thurin kind of just stares directly at the Prince of Pain and says, "You know, I have a feeling I know who you are, and no matter, even if we are possibly family, I will not let you hurt my friends." And Thurin and Mir are both going to be moving together to there, exactly 30. And Thurin is just gonna go and take out his Brissenger and unsheath it and point it directly at the Prince of Pain and go, "I think you know the family heirloom," as he casts Sacred Flame directly at him.
Is Mir climbing that rock? There is a rock there. I know it's kind of like
There's a rock
blended,
there?
Yeah, blended in with the ground there.
Then I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, there go my left side.
You have one.
So he's
set
gonna
still.
cast
Dexterity save.
Dex save.
Ooh, that's a fail. So it's 6 radiant and
Wait,
5
and 5 fire.
radiant or fire. Fire.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to get clarity from Zeph real quick on something that applies to this situation potentially.
Okay.
No, it's both radiant and fire. It is 2d8 radiant plus 5 fire damage.
Yeah, but you could choose the second damage if you like.
Yeah, both radiant.
Okay. What were you saying, Wraith?
I'm just gonna link it. So, starting at 6th level, whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. You must be conscious for this bonus. So they would get a plus what my charisma modifier is to their saving throw if they're within 10 feet of me, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since your charisma modifier is 2, anybody within 10 feet of you, including yourself, when they make a saving throw, they get to add 2 to that saving throw.
But they have
Okay.
to be pretty close to you. So,
10
for
feet.
example, if the Prince of Pain just takes out his greatsword and does another straight line across, anyone that's within 10 feet of you will have that addition to their roll for their dexterity save
Yeah, so basically everyone but Traherne and Orpheus.
at
Right
the
now.
moment. Yes.
So I don't know if that +2 helps his saving throw or not. That's why I was
No.
bringing it up.
So
It's
no, this
only-
is the
it's
Prince of
only
Pain
you and
roll
your
dex,
party. Your
Oh.
friendly
It's
body.
being saved throw versus my hit.
Oh, okay.
which
I
he
missed
failed.
something. All
Even with like an addition, I think you had to beat a 14.
Yeah, 14.
But yeah, no, he wouldn't
Yeah,
gain the
so-
benefit of this.
11 radiant damage, and then my bonus, I'm gonna stake my shield in the ground and say, "I always protect my allies." And you just see this purple aura like form and concentrate in the middle of the shield and shoot directly at Valens as he gets Shield of Faith.
Ooh, fancy.
So +2 AC for you. And then
Oh my
Mir
God.
picks up his fists and just starts pummeling at the Prince of Pain
Hit me, danger, hit me.
with his multi-attack. So here's the first roll, which is a 10, which is a miss. So he doesn't get to do a second hit. Oh well. And that is the end of my turn.
He doesn't. He has to hit the first one to hit the second.
Um.
So that's like
Oh, never mind. That's this. Never mind. No, it's
That's
the
a
spirit
spirit
weapon that has
Yeah.
to hit. So the second one's a 17.
Still a miss.
Also a miss. All right, and that is my turn.
Fancy.
At the end of your turn, never mind. He doesn't have any legendaries. Not yet. Balance, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Top of the order.
All right. I was double checking another thing real quick. Well, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna look at the Prince of Pain. I'm like, do you yield? Before I attack again.
He's staring directly at you.
All right.
That's a hit. That's a
That's
miss.
a miss. And then.
That's a miss
Is
as
that
well.
a hit? Okay.
So just a crit.
27.
Wait, why did it? I had
Yeah,
my.
you,
I had
you got
my.
a crit.
Yeah, but I had this checked. It should have.
Smite?
It should have had. Yeah.
What's the smite damage? Just roll it again. There you go.
But I think that gets doubled too.
It rolled 2d8. What level spell are you casting it at?
It's 2d8.
Yeah, so that was 2d8. That's 9.
So 27 plus 9, 36.
No, he said it's on his crit. He's got his crit damage. So it
Yeah,
should
I
be
get my
double.
crit damage
So-
too.
Yeah. So let's see.
I'll
Your
just
last
roll it
one
again.
was no. So hang on.
Because it was two separate rolls. It looks like.
It gets
I was just looking at
3d8. Sorry, 2d8 plus 2d8. So you get a second d8. 2d8. So just roll it again. There you go.
All right.
49.
The Prince of Pain cannot hold up his greatsword any longer, slams it down into the ground, and is leaning on it. Fucking keepers. You don't understand. The ring is important. Give it to me now. Or you should all perish. Anything else in your turn?
Well, I am giving you the ring, just not the way you want it.
End of your turn there?
That's it. That's my end. Yep.
The Prince of Pain physically cannot lift up his sword anymore. He's gonna pick it up and throw it and pull out a longsword. And Thorin, you should recognize the longsword. I'm just gonna put this on the map though, just because it is important. I'll put that there. Thorin, you're going to recognize this particular sword that he unleashes or unsheaths.
Mm-hmm.
The sword he threw to the side, so that's his sword, almost like a twin brother of yours. As you can tell, it has blue runes on the side. It is called Raiden's Call, which you remember quite fondly of him getting when he was quite young. Like when you got your sword, he got his at that same age.
Mm-hmm.
After he graduated from the colleges. So very reminiscent to you. I think now you can pretty much deduce who this person is. The sword that was thrown to the side, as it lands on the ground, the skulls and the bones that were attached to this sword, as you guys seen it originally, the great sword called Oblivion, cracks and breaks off and reveals the following. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the ground.
Oh.
That landed here. With the longsword, he's going to attempt to stab at both Kahir and Valance. One attack each. With a 21 and a 31. 21 to Valance, 31 to Kahir.
He doubled my AC. Yes.
He missed me.
Kahir, 17 slashing and 2 lightning damage as a jolt comes off of this longsword.
So I'll take 9 damage.
And he's going to action surge and do it again. On action surge, he gets 2 attacks again, multi-attack.
Yeah, you get 1 full action. So if he's got extra attack, he gets both of them.
Again, 2 attacks. 29 and a 32. 32 to Valance, 29 to Kahir.
Oh
That's
no.
a hit.
This is the damage for Kahir. Another 18. And Valance.
Ooh, that could have been a
low
lot
rolls.
worse. It could have been a lot worse.
17 and 8. So what, 25?
Yep.
Hey. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yep. That
And
definitely
again,
would've worked.
his strength is just gone. His longsword, even though he's just struck both of you guys and is swinging about, his arm again falls down and he's having trouble even lifting up his longsword. Jahern, your turn. On your turn,
Yep.
again, you get these surface thoughts.
Yep.
He's now a little bit scared. Seems like what his surface thoughts are is, I can't let it end here. It doesn't make sense. Why would I be on this task if I'm just to die?
I'm gonna use my action to probe deeper, and you have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Which is the DC?
Go up. 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 Up.
Oh, 13. Okay, so
That's a make.
spell ends.
Get out of
Um,
my mind, he says as he looks towards you. You know that it's part of the spell, so
Yeah.
the person that's cast on knows that you're probing within their mind.
Right. So I'm gonna shout out to the group and just that doesn't count as an action, just to communicate, right? I can just communicate.
I mean, you've used your action, but you have 6 seconds, so yeah, you can communicate whatever you like in a sentence.
I'm just gonna shout out to the group, guys. I couldn't detect his full thoughts, but something's fishy about this. I think we need to get more information before we kill him. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Kahir, who's in a rage.
Yelp. He's gone. He's not even thinking straight at the moment. He's just wailing away.
Go for it. All hits.
So
Lots of
that's,
damage to calculate here. What do we got?
8, 19, 31, 37 slashing, 6 cold.
He begins to bleed profusely on the ground as you're opening up wounds all over him. Again, the parts of armor that's missing, you're just aiming directly for them, cutting into flesh. His left arm fully goes limp now, and it seems like he's dragging his left foot as well. But still up, barely. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. Morpheus.
I'm going to go into my dread form as a bonus action.
Okay.
Roll my That's my temper hit dice, and then I'm gonna attack with my Crimson Wake twice.
Okay,
Wait.
go for it.
Can I attack from here?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna attack twice. The twice?
19's a miss, 20 is a hit, just barely.
But I also have my Great Touch level 6. At level 6, I get to turn that damage into necrotic damage, and then I can roll additional damage dice when determine the necrotic damage.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Like, how many do I roll? So I do 7 necrotic, and then
So it's you roll damage twice basically.
okay.
While you're using a form of dread, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the damage.
So it
it's
doesn't mean
twice
it's
and
13.
both necrotic.
So at 13 necrotic.
Yep. Is that correct, Zeph? Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
13.
So I want to aim for, you say he dragging the left foot, right? I want to aim for the right foot.
Okay.
And then basically it changed from like the black sort of looking flame, like when it hit the foot of his foot, and then it turned into like these it's like a acid looking thing. It's like melting the flesh a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he gets knocked prone. You knock out his other leg. The longsword also falls in front of him, but doesn't go too far like the greatsword did. Seems like he's disarmed at the moment as well. Currently prone on the floor.
Oh, perhaps kick his weapon away would be a good choice right now.
Any movement?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Thorin, your turn.
All right. So you said his the longsword is laying on the floor, right in.
Yeah, right next to both Kahir and himself. Prince of Pain.
All right. So you see the Burnka just stare directly at the Prince of Pain and take Brissenger and stake into the ground while still holding it, and you see him like ethereally like phase and phase step directly behind the Prince of Pain,
Okay.
and he reaches for Raiden.
Okay, you can pick it up.
All right. So I'll pick
I
up
will
Raiden.
give it to you during the break.
Alright.
What it is. Essentially, it's a +2 longsword with some additional damage properties.
And he's gonna look directly at the Prince of Pain and go, "This was my brother's sword, and the way you're acting, why are you doing this? Because no brother of mine would ever do something like this." And then
The
proceed to.
chicken tea.
And him being just enraged based off of, how all the events are happening, has his sword when he is face stepping on his back, so he's two-handed wielding the Brissenger right now and taking a nice slash right at his brother.
Oh damn! Ain't nobody want to let this guy live.
How do you want to kill your brother?
Oh no!
So I'm gonna take the longsword just in a complete rage over all the events that's going on, and how he's attacking Valence, and the fact that the Prince of Pain just disappeared and ran away from home, and now is causing all this destruction. He just takes the greatsword or his longsword, and it's just two hands slashing, going straight down right towards center mass of his body.
won't lie. I was hoping that I would survive. I would hope he would survive till it got to me. I had questions.
Well, wait!
Too late. He's dead.
Wasn't
We
it
will
your
not
brother?
see.
The fire around the party begins to go out.
Would we know that? We wouldn't know it was his
And
Yeah,
brother.
no.
dissipates.
No, he asked.
As-
Thorin asked last time out loud, "Are you my brother?" and
Oh.
stuff. Yeah.
As the Prince of Pain falls to the ground, his head hits hard. The helmet goes flying off, and you see the face of your brother, Thorin, as you suspected. However, this is how he currently looks. His eyes are cold. He's dead. This is your brother that you've known for your whole lifetime, that you've been chasing. Is now dead in front of you by your sword. The glow of the yellow eyes that he originally had is not the same. It looks much more sinister, almost like a white pupil. The tattoos that were on the side of his neck are still present. However, it seems he has scars, an additional tattoo that came down his lip, and much, much paler skin than you remember.
Hard to get a nice tan when you're under all that armor all the time.
At this point, we are going to take our first break of the night as the story is coming to a climax here. And the mystery is solved of who is the Prince of Pain. And I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
back.
Here,
So once we're back from our break,
I'll give you an idea of what my
we're
HP
back.
looks like right now.
15. I see it.
That's my HP bar.
Orpheus, you're jumping on top of the rock, looking down.
Yeah, I just like go up and then bend down, look down like this, and just inspect
I
him.
mean, if everyone wants to roll medicine check on him, he is dead.
You know, like
Okay.
the
I'm gonna
anime
get up
when
and start swinging the sword again. Speaking of the sword, the Oblivion Greatsword is behind Thorin.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna head over to that.
Kahir walks over and picks it up, brings it back to Mir, and
You really
holds it
just go
out for
and
Mir.
pick it up.
Meaning like you're trying to give it to Mir.
Yes.
oh, what Orpheus doing right now?
He's
That
is
was
he's just
Sure.
holding it out, like he's holding it to Mir. But
Before
he's
you
like-
pick it up, let's roll some checks on it. So both Valence and Kahir, who walked over to the sword as Thorin is maybe looking over the body, having some thoughts to himself. Orpheus being curious, Orpheus as well.
You know
looking at the body.
in anime when the people something on the floor and then I use the stick just poke him or the side, like, you know, the anime just poke him to make sure.
So I see what everyone else is doing. Traherne, what are you up to? You're just thinking to yourself in the back there, or approaching
He's
slowly.
mad. He's
Yeah,
mad.
I'm approaching slowly, but like kind of not happy that we
Dejected.
killed him so fast. Because I was really I'm just like in deep thought right now, trying to figure out, like, put all these pieces together.
Yeah, I mean, as a person yourself who's very, very close with your family, probably couldn't do what Thorin just did to your sister, even if she was evil or doing something crazy. But again, you know, each person's their own. You don't know what Thorin's past is like, or
Yeah.
you know what this person has done. You know that
My
he's blown
thoughts,
up.
yeah, my thoughts are like, why did when he saved us, like, what was his purpose? What he wanted the ring? What is Thurin potentially like? What more does Thurin know? Which we'll probably have to confront at some point, but that's kind of what's going
I
through
mean,
my head.
You all have witnessed what this person Rift did to the gnomes and what he's been doing. He did to the gnomes. He did actually twice to the gnomes, right? Part of the attack from Merkel, what he was there for, almost killed Daniely. Blew up the outpost, killing Wedge.
Oh yeah, this is straight revenge for Wedge for Kahir. Like, this is like no mercy.
So this is that person, definitely same person. So let's start from the top. Kahir and Valence, investigation and perception checks.
Boop. No, I see shit. Fuck on nothing.
Valence, with those fails, roll me a history check. See if you
Uh,
remember what the prince was doing with this sword. This sword is the one that was opening those shadow rifts.
Oh.
So if you remember, the last time when he summoned the stone golem outside of the outpost, when the outpost was destroyed, he swung his greatsword and ripped open a shadow door.
Does Kahir notice anything more with the investigation?
Here, with the perception checks was for something else, but for the investigation check,
It's a 16 for his investigation check and a 10 for his perception.
yep. So the 16 investigation, this
No,
great
it's
sword,
only saving throws from your aura.
Oh, okay. My
14
bad.
and 16 would have yielded the same result. There are thresholds that I have for this. This great sword, definitely an awesome great sword. However, inspecting it, it didn't always look like this. This was probably a normal greatsword at one point, and something happened to it. Something super magical that you don't understand at all. Something that almost feels like your glaive, but definitely different. Like a super strong version of like what has maybe happened to your glaive, where your glaive was maybe an original glaive that was built in Britannia or constructed in Britannia and then somehow magically imbued with some magics. This greatsword looked like it was just a regular greatsword that was maybe dipped in something or something happened to it and it turned into what you see now, which was that depiction that I gave you guys as a handout. and I'll share it again if you don't have it open.
It looks cool as shit.
Picking it up here, nothing happens to you. However, roll me a wisdom check.
Straight wisdom or wisdom save?
Let's do a save. I think it's a save that I wrote down. You hear in your mind some weird thoughts come into play. However, with your save, you make the save, and it's not like you're not compelled to do anything or anything like that. But you do hear whispers of something speaking to you as you pick it up.
Kahir kind of looks around a minute and goes, "Who said that? Me not recognize that voice. Who talking to me? What are they saying?"
You make out 3 different words. Worlds is one of them. 3 different words. Worlds. I'll put it in the chat. Worlds. Link. And end.
He kind of focuses for a moment and he goes, "They speak like me do. Me not know what the heck they say."
Are you telling the rip?
He's saying this all out
It literally
loud
looks
'cause
like he
he's-
hears talking to himself, yeah, because he only
Yeah,
heard
and he
it.
keeps like looking around because he's like obviously not. None of you are whispering to him, so he's like trying to figure out who the hell's talking to him.
All right, so next, Thorin and Orpheus. Roll me perception and investigation checks.
You say perception and investigation.
Investigation is for the body. Again, Thorin, this is definitely your brother. 100%, no doubt about it. You begin to peel back some of the armor. Again, the flesh underneath, it's not like it's rotted, but it is very fucked up from both the Titan and from you guys stabbing him so many times. Definitely your brother. You could see the rest of his tattoos that was protruding down the side of his abdomen and his arm. Very, very, very pale skin. The braids underneath the armor that was kind of folded in untwine as his body lays there. Nothing of important on him. There is some items. Nothing that you would like want to take. It's like a hand axe, a backpack, a bedroll, a ration or 2, a water skin, prayer book that is destroyed. Looks like someone either took a knife to it or something. Totally ripped out some like pages and like, so it looks like someone was stabbing the book basically. And his plate mail, which is what you would assume to be magical, but similar to what Kahir noticed with the greatsword. It looked like it was, his original elven armor that he used to wear, dipped in something, which is that splash of like purple and blue all over his armor. But it is destroyed. I mean, if you wanted to try and peel some of it off, you can, but would definitely need like some type of weaponsmith or armorsmith to put this thing back together. It is fucked up. So if you want to try and take it off of him and start, maybe packing it into your bag, it will take some time to do so.
All right.
Orpheus, you see a dead guy, an elf, as the helmet rolled off. Does kind of resemble Thorin's hair color and ear shape.
Interesting. So this is your brother? Looking at Thorin.
Yeah, I believe it is. I haven't seen him in quite some time.
So he looked more pale than me.
Kahir, as you were picking up the greatsword and maybe like moving it towards Mira, and Mira maybe approaches to see what you're doing, Mira refuses to take the greatsword. Almost instantly, and Thorin, you can almost detect his thoughts as Kahir is doing this, Mir seems to sense something within the greatsword that he doesn't want or doesn't necessarily want to touch. But he is
Thurin,
watching
like,
over you, Kahir. He's not like aggressive towards you or anything like that.
Okay. So Kahir kind of then says, okay, you know what? Me understand. You like to pound with fists. Good man. Thing. Being. Anyway.
Mir kind of just raises a fist. He can't communicate and then
Yeah.
puts it back down.
And then Kahir just kind of like fashions it on his back and kind of like adjusts his sling for his javelins and kind of like lets
Do you have
the
some
greatsword
pelts or
rest.
something, Zeph? I think you guys skinned something.
I
right?
have the crocodile stuff, hides.
You might want to wrap it. It is extremely pointy. Again, it used to be an awesome, like probably just a normal regular greatsword, but with the way that it is, to try and like put it on your back, you probably end up stabbing yourself a couple times as you're moving about. You might
Okay.
want to wrap it in the pelt
So
or something.
he's then gonna sit down, cross his legs, and set the sword on it, and start digging through his bag and gets the crocodile pelts out and starts kind of like measuring and like wrapping a little bit and taking some of his rope and twine and kind of like starting to fashion a makeshift holster for it that he could just wear on his back with it.
Okay. You're able to do so. As you stop touching it and close it with the pelt, the voices begin to stop. They were ringing out, and then it started again like maybe a few minutes later. But the whispers again end as soon as you close the pelt on it. Seems like it quiets those voices if you're not directly touching it or in line of sight of it after touching it.
When he stops hearing the voices, he kind of looks around, looks back at the sword,
just to let you know, Mary's
undoes it, takes it out again,
time.
just to kind of test to see if the voices come back, not being in its makeshift sheath.
I'm going to also give you what he said to you guys before the fight started. Just in case you wanted to like talk it out, think about stuff. However, Thorin, with your perception check, which was a 24, you hear a small cry out from the north, as if someone's sobbing.
So Thurin just kind of picks his head up and kind of looks to the north and sees if he can see anything.
Nothing visible.
He's gonna kind of start walking north, just kind of inspecting as he goes. And while he's doing this, Mir, please not even saying anything, reaches from behind, and Valens probably just feels this giant weight of a object, his fist, like kind of grabbing his shoulder and pulling down. But then from his hand, magical beams go through, and he does heal him with Cure Wounds, level 3. But again, it's literally the entire weight of the construct is pushing against your shoulder as he's doing that for an extra 15 health.
That was his stored spell.
That was his stored spell. Yep.
So Valens, you get 15 back. And this is through Mir, so you don't get the benefits of Thorin's extra healing.
What's the saw? The twin saw name again?
Raiden.
Raiden's Call is the other sword that Thorin just obtained.
Okay. I'm just taking notes, so.
I'm going to remove the greatsword because Kahir now has that on his back.
Damn, Mir's so strong he disconnected me.
There you go.
When I unsheath it and take the sword back out, do I hear the voices again?
Absolutely. Roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a fail. Again, nothing happens to you. But you hear a little bit more in regards to this whispers. And I'll type it out and then I'll tell you what it is. Hang on.
Holy crap.
Kahir just stands up. Kahir now, big bad evil guy. Fear him.
Alan's your camera's turned off on the website.
He got disconnected.
Yeah, I got disconnected. Which is really funny because I could see all of you guys. And myself. I'm just going to refresh.
The whispers you hear, Kahir, is worlds are now linked, signaling the end. The Harbinger is the one who holds. And stops
And
there.
he looks directly at the like, he holds up the sword by its, from the pommel, like he's gonna use it, and he looks directly at the hilt, kind of at the massive spikes, and he's like, "Who holds what? Answer, Kahir. The Harbinger is the one who holds what?"
You get no response. Again, it starts again, and then it fades out at the end where it says the one who holds, and then it fades. This is also in a language that you know, Kahir. Hang on, let me check my notes. And what languages do you speak?
Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
There's also a fourth language that you're aware of. However, an ancient language that only your people speak, which is Ancient Pertanian. For some reason, this sword is speaking to you in Ancient Pertanian.
What?
Kahir kind of looks around and goes, "When Kahir hold the sword, Kahir voices. They say worlds are now linked, signaling end. Harbinger is the one who holds, but they won't tell me who holds what. So let me go hold on to this for a moment. Maybe we can get more information.
What's he the Harbinger?
Are we supposed to be going somewhere?"
Thurin, from hearing the voices, the sobbing voice to the north, he kind of steps a little bit to the north here, and Gav stares directly to the north, and using thaumaturge, he bellows his voice strength, calling straightforward, "I hear you. Who's out there? Come out."
Thorin, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
A fairy.
And it's a 4.
That's a fail. You are pushed 20 feet back next to Mir. Oh, you're pushed directly back, basically next to Mir and Kahir, in a direction that this person is pushing you. So it's right there.
All right.
It's a fairy.
As the image of Merkul, she releases her invisibility.
That's not a fairy, Tofu.
That's very loud. Hang on. On her face, again, you heard the sobbing, but she's actually crying in front of you, Thorin, as you're being pushed back next to Kahir and Mir.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why did you do this to him? He was important.
It's you again.
He was your brother.
And what did you do to him?
Me? I did not do anything. We were on the same side. You murdered him.
I did what I had to protect the kingdom and to protect the world.
I beg of you, please, give me his body.
You will go nowhere near his body.
Thorin, roll me a perception check.
20.
Before Merkel disappears, she again casts invisibility on herself.
Can I do something though before she does that? Well, do I see that? Like, is she
Yeah,
still
everyone
disappear,
saw
right?
and heard the interaction that has happened.
Can I cast
Or-
something? While
Yeah,
George
before you
do-
cast, Thorin, you're hearing some words in a language that you're not too sure of as she disappears. Go ahead, Orpheus, what do you want to do?
I want to cast invisibility as well. But I'm also gonna touch the body of Prince of Pain, so it's also go invisible. And then I might attempt to move it over here with me.
How far are you moving? Because there is
Half-
something going on at the moment.
Half movement, right? With okay, so I do half movement, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll move over here with it next to me,
Yep.
and it's invisible.
Yep. As you're dragging it, Thorin, again, you continue to hear words being spoken.
Mm-hmm.
And then the image of Merkel again appears. And unfortunately, there's no save for this for everyone. It is what it is. I apologize.
One hit TKO.
Merkel reappears. And everyone in the vicinity of this is going to get sucked in as a huge Shadow Rift appears. I need everyone to roll me a d6 to find out where you guys are going.
Wait, so Thurin's the only one that's not getting sucked in?
You are also.
Alright.
There's a reason why.
Can I use my reaction to swing the greatsword and close the rift?
I'll allow it. Go for it.
I have no idea how to use this weapon.
Just roll a d20 here. 11's a make. However, this is not the same type of rift opening as the greatsword. You rip a second.
Oh no!
I gotta make a copy of this. Hold on.
Oh my god!
A second much smaller rift next to you, and instead of getting sucked into this one with everyone else, you go into that little small one. Not knowing how to wield this particular greatsword. This is the action that's happened. So everyone still roll me a d6. Did we lose Wraith?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
D6. Hey, me and
Okay.
Orpheus will be together. I'm gonna push you in the lava.
Kahir might be insane the next time he sees you guys, but he'll catch up eventually.
Oh my
He might not be
God.
wielding that glaive for very much longer.
I don't have transition scenes. Actually, I might. Hold on. So first, who rolled first? Thorin.
Mm-hmm.
Thorin rolled a 3. Who rolled ones? Balance and Orpheus.
Balance enough, yes.
Balance and Orpheus, you guys will go last. Thorin, you emerge. And you rolled a 3. What's my note say for 3? You emerge in a specific spot. Hang on. You emerge in the center what I would like to call the center of the corridors, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you what this looks like at the moment. If you decide to go back in and try again,
No.
you can.
Yep. You don't need
However,
computer
you are
words.
floating in in a space-like existence. Again, Danielle kind of explained what had happened when she went through the rifts, and she was fighting the Prince of Pain on the other side. This is like where she was explaining she was fighting him.
All right.
Looking around, there is all different rifts that are opened on all different areas. It seems like you've made it to the center where everything connects to. If you want to roll 3 perception checks, I'll give you 3 different scenarios of what you see in all the different rifts.
12, 20, 22.
On the 12, you see one that looks like a seaport. I think you've seen this before.
Yep.
On the 20, you see where you guys basically left from. However, that rift is closing very fast and closes before you can even react. And the 22, you see 2 party members, the 2 that rolled a 1, Valence and Orpheus, in some type of cave, along with a couple of other creatures that you can't make out at the moment.
All right.
You have an option to move towards that rift or return through the one that you just went through.
I thought you said the one I just went through closed down.
So no, there is one to your back, and you're looking across a whole bunch of them. The 3 that are currently in front of you are the ones that you're perceiving through before you're being drawn to one. You have an option to try and go through one of the ones that were in front of you. However, the one that you saw that it's hard to explain. Yes, you did come from one behind you but the one that you're looking at in front of you was where you came from.
All right.
And the one that you came from is closing. But there's still one from behind that is the one that you came out of.
I'm going to back up and go through the one I came through.
Roll me a d6 again.
1.
1. Okay, you're now with the rest of the other 2. Let's see. Traherne, 5. Okay.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm back in my tree, please.
I mean, that's literally what happened.
This is where, when we're all rolling nat ones, it actually works out because we'll all be together.
You're actually back to your tree.
I'm done with this journey.
You land on a road. You see a few people approaching, one with a cart, and a man and a woman. Looks like maybe just someone traveling between one town to another. You look around the trees, you recognize the trees. This is definitely Sylvain Septorum's forest. This is not the Free Villages of Neef or the Great Forest. This is actually Sylvain Septorum's forest. You know these woods quite well. You grew up here, you played out in these forests, you trained out in these forests. Looking behind you, there is a rift. Your party is nowhere near you. You call out to them, no one answers, except maybe the people look at you strange.
Hey, babe, that's where you want to go.
Okay, so basically my choice is to either jump back into the rift or stay. I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Like, I don't see any... What do I see in the rift again?
I mean, do you want to look in and see?
Can I inspect the rift without jumping into it?
Sure. Roll me a perception check. A 9. You see flashes of all different scenes behind you looking into the rift. I think you've seen a couple of these before. Again, you see Death's Desert with the volcano. You see the port town. You see Thorin landing next to Orpheus and Valence in a cave. You see another forest and a place that's super dark. And again, they're shifting in between all 6 of these places.
Okay. So how fast is it shifting? Like I see it, but like how fast is it there?
You can time it if you want to try and go to one particular spot. Is it going to guarantee that you go to that place? You're not too sure. I mean, you guys have no knowledge of what these rifts are or what's happening.
Right.
But you're able to kind of like timing. Okay, I see that one. I see that one. I see that one. They're going in a very specific order.
So So Trahern's basically thinking to himself, like, he's familiar with where he's at, which brings him comfort, but he also knows his history with this area. He also knows that without the group together, like the slipping and like all that, like that's difficult, and we have a bigger mission that's just easier if we go together. So I'm gonna try and time the jump when I see the flash of the part of my group that I can see through the rift.
Okay. Instead of a D6, you're now going to roll a D2 to try and time it perfectly. Roll me 1D2. A 1. Perfect. So you've made it. You're now with the rest of the group. Is that everyone now? Everyone's rolled a 1 now?
Yeah, I think.
Who's left?
Radix, are you still here?
Kahir. I think
we lost
Kahir is
Radix.
left, right?
Yep, I'm free floating in my own rift.
Right.
So I'm in the same riff.
He's sitting over there like, mistakes were made.
So I tried to
Radix will be
close
back
it.
shortly, so I'll let Kahir know where he ends up.
God.
Kahir.
Land on the carrot.
Oh God, his nemesis.
Kahir.
He
You
ends
find
up with
yourself.
10 of 'em.
Huh.
Kahir, it is hot.
Oh yeah. I don't have a jar. Shit.
Kahir, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, do you even see what ahead of you?
I don't think he sees it yet.
Oh, I see Daddy Boy over there. He's on my list too.
Oh, friend of Orpheus. Funny
Yeah.
you would show up here. I wasn't
Who
expecting
you be?
so soon.
Oh yeah, he never seen him.
You were expecting me at all?
Well, you are a friend of young Orpheus, are you not?
Yeah,
Of course,
but
I would expect Orpheus to come and visit his relative at some point.
wait,
But yeah, my favorite classes are the
You and
Ranger,
he are
Rogue,
family?
Yes. To a sense. I'm like his great-great-great-great-grandfather.
How are you still
I really
alive?
remember you.
You are human, yes?
Staffs.
Aye.
You've met things that are not human, yes? That are quite old.
True.
I'm not human.
Fair point. What are you?
You've met pointy-eared ones, yes?
Yes.
I'm one of those. Roll me an insight check.
Was just gonna ask.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean, he
So you
does look like an
elf-like.
elf, kind of. Except he's got wings.
Enough similarities, but he's got wings. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems you may have stumbled here. You came through that, and behind you, Kahir, is a huge rift.
Yeah. Me thinks me did that.
Well, I've seen that before. It's been here for some time. I haven't personally used it, but I've seen creatures come through it, and unfortunately I've had to kill them, as you could see the blood at your feet. There is
Yeah.
blood all over his footsteps. It looks like he's been walking back and forth here a couple times, stepping through the blood. Some of it dried up, some of it fresh. It looks like it's on a timer of where it goes and what comes through. You can try and judge your jump if you want to go back through. But maybe you should stay a while. We could have so much fun.
As a healer, it's fucking forever.
Do you have way of containing lava in something?
I've heard of items. Jars, special jars.
Yeah, me heard of those too.
Rock gnomes from the south of Niflheim should have what you're looking for.
Me friends have what me looking for too, but they obviously not here.
They are quite
But you
rare,
are.
though. I've only seen a few in my lifetime, and I've been alive for quite a long time.
I got 2.
Well, what
Yeah,
did you have in
roll me-
mind?
So the lava here is extremely hot. I'm not going to start asking you to take damage, but if you stay here longer, you will start to take some burn damage here. You're literally in the middle of a volcano.
Okay.
Just a heads up. It is like you're starting to sweat profusely. You seem uncomfortable.
Yeah, me not thinking me should stick around. Me just gonna go.
Well, it was nice meeting you. Please send my regards to Orpheus. He seems to not be wanting to speak to me.
Uh-oh.
You got a name I can tell him that says his hi?
Yes, Ulrich Dottie. Very nice. Pleasure to meet you.
I'd say it was a pleasure, but it really hot. So, but me send your hello to him.
I find it quite comfortable here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You have stronger constitution than I.
Big word for you to hear.
He like
He
He's a
begins to
drinker. Of
retreat
course he
back
knows
and, just turns around and continues on.
I mean, Constitution like the second highest stat.
Truth.
Here, before you decide anything, roll me a Constitution saving throw for the heat. That's a fail. You take 6 fire damage.
Get fucked.
What would you like to do?
He's gonna turn towards the rift and see what he can make use of.
Very similar to Traherne. Roll me a perception check. See if you can decipher what's going on. Roll better than an 8. You did. Same thing. You're able to kind of time it. However, it's not going to be perfect. Roll me a D2. Two. You jump in and come right back out on the right-hand side of the rift. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
That's a save, so you don't take any damage. Again, you start to sweat very profusely. Ulrich begins to laugh in the background.
Daddy really just laughed the whole time.
Haha, it doesn't
Okay,
look
it's
like you
kinda-
made the timing correctly. Might want to try again.
Me slipped on all this blood. I got this.
Oh
I
yes,
got
I've
this.
been meaning to clean that up. I'll do that quite soon. You gonna try again?
Yeah.
Try, you fail. You try, you fail.
Roll me a con save. You make and roll me a d2.
Oh my god.
Kier begins to get angry, I guess, at this rift.
Hey.
I was about ready to start swinging the sword and just closing and
That's what I
opening
was
rifts.
thinking.
Just throw the spear in it.
God.
All right, gentlemen. Welcome to the next chapter. This was a quick chapter. Did I prepare the chapter scene? I thought I did.
You guys just skipped 80% of the things that I wanted to do. Thanks.
Whoa.
Hang on. A couple things here that's not supposed to be here, and the music is different.
What? Where's Alive?
Merkel is not here. However, everyone is unconscious as you land in this place. There is a mist in here that begins to seep into everyone's skin. It is not a sleep spell or anything like that. It is just a straight up mist that paralyzes and causes everyone to go unconscious.
Is that through the nose?
No, through the skin.
Oh.
So everyone, I'm going to put a thing on you guys for those of you that are unconscious. And balance. Bam.
That's me.
As you all fall unconscious, you see very familiar faces next to each of you. Kahir next to you is Dr. Camille. Thorin next to you is your sister. Valance next to you is Old Man Pilth from Bayville. Orpheus next to
Yeah.
you is Wedge, and next to Traherne as well. And next to the side of Traherne is his sister Treya. However, as each of you pass out, each of them begins to speak to you and says, "Be careful, this place is dangerous. Don't breathe the air, don't let it touch your skin." And you guys all begin to become paralyzed and pass out. You feel the hands of each of these begin shaking you. Wake up, wake up. Some time passes by as you're all passed out. No dreams or anything like that as you guys are here. However, everyone begins to attempt to wake or attempt to fight off these magics that are currently keeping you guys paralyzed and on the floor. Everyone begin to roll Constitution saving throws. One at a time. Here you're a make. You are now awake.
I got real good at that because of the volcano.
Traherne, you're good. Let me take yours off. Valance, you are not. Thorin, you're not. Orpheus, Constitution saving throw.
I roll a 19.
Yeah, 19.
19, you're good. You're awake. As you three awake, again, you see the familiar faces around, along with some unfamiliar faces, some evil or undead looking things, some skeletons and some undead. However, they're not approaching you guys. And it seems like the party that was in here, Old Man Pilth, Rhapsody, Dr. Camille, Wedge, and Treya, are not approaching them either. Orpheus, roll me a perception check. And you guys can speak as well, too.
Question: is this this fog misting a magical base thing, or
No, it's seeping from the rocks. Orpheus, you'll be happy to know, well, two things. One, the dagger that you had, the black one to your side, is gone. However, in the center of the room, there is something glinting in the pool. It is a dark blue pool, and that is right here. You recognize the hilt of whatever is glinting inside. I'm going to reveal what's in there on the map.
That my mom dagger.
It is. At least the hilt of it looks like it. And the sacrificial dagger, or whatever it was called, I think it was called the Akron dagger or something like
Yeah,
that, the one that you originally had on your side, is gone. Who else is awake?
Jahan and Kahir.
Who has pieces of the crystal?
Me, Thurin, and Kahir.
Here, roll me a investigation or perception check.
Do you have a preference as to which one?
Whichever you have proficiency in, possibly, or whichever is higher for you. 18, your crystal's gone. You check your pack, it's gone.
Well, shit biscuits.
He immediately turns to Camille and goes, "Where are we? And why me things gone?"
That red-skinned one. She was here. She's quite frightful. I couldn't move. She went through each of your things. She took those things that you used to close the rift.
Do I hear that?
Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Camille seems like Dr. Camille. I mean, actually, here, roll me an insight check on Dr. Camille or investigation check. Looks like Dr. Camille.
I have two
Does it
questions.
smell like Dr. Camille?
I have two questions.
Go ahead,
First of all-
Orpheus, and then we'll have the other two continue to roll Constitution saves.
First of all, why are those skeleton and that undead not moving? Secondly,
They are. They're like shambling about,
Oh,
but not moving closer towards you guys.
okay. And then I said, also, well, did you check the other two crystal, or is that yours the only one that lost to Kahir? And then
Be a
I-
little quiet. Those things are scary, and I think if we're too loud, they'll approach us.
I turned to
You hear
West
from
and I
behind
said, I said, also, why are you here? Are you supposed to be dead?
I don't know. I just woke up here. That lady was scary.
Have you tried to
Scarier
pinch?
than Natalie.
Have you tried to pinch yourself?
Also, as he begins to try and like take his sword out, it's not there. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember losing my sword.
I reached into my bag and have the
Admit
broken
yourself.
saw.
Orpheus, roll me an investigation or perception check on Wedge. Definitely Wedge. It's definitely.
Well,
He pinches himself. Ow! That hurt.
Be careful. Quiet. If I saw
What are you
him, that if well, now that then that's not a dream then. And then I reach in my bag and give him the broken saw, his broken saw, hand it to him. This what you're looking for?
I think you should keep it. It's broken.
Uh,
Maybe you can get it repaired for me? That'd be awesome.
well, yeah. Now
Okay,
that
I
you're
have
alive,
other means. He goes into like his pack, pulls out a couple of daggers.
well, can you do me a favor? Come and wake those two up.
Well, I tried to move, but I couldn't.
Oh, and then I try to move. Then I'll try to move. Can I move?
You can. Dr. Camille says the same thing to you, Kahir. I couldn't move. Valence, Thorin, roll me Constitution saves.
Okay.
I see you, Orpheus, eyeing up your dagger.
See it now. I didn't see earlier.
Two makes. You guys both awake. Same situation.
We
Let me take
Good
so
enough.
we
are awake.
are awake.
Okay.
I'm gonna inspect Camille, see if like she's bound or see as to like why she says that she couldn't move.
Sure. As you're investigating her, you can go ahead and roll your investigation check. Valence and Thorin. Valence, you hear Old Man Pilth. Oh, so you're awake, old soldier. Seems we're in a strange place here. And Rhapsody speaks to you, Thorin. Brother, I'm scared. What is this place? Kahir. I'm assuming you're doing the perception.
Yeah.
Kahir, Thorin, Valence. These are definitely not the people that you think they are. Something's going on here.
Sorry to interrupt,
Okay.
guys. Can you guys check your pocket? Balance. Kahir
I'm
lost
gonna
his
be-
crystal.
Here's Orpheus. Thurn hears Orpheus say that. And he just like pats down and quickly does an inventory of all of his belongings.
Crystal's gone.
What about his weapons and everything?
Everything else is there. Including the greatsword, Kahir, that you had. Oblivion's still on your back.
Okay.
Everyone Everyone else, you guys have all your things except for the crystals. The crystals are gone.
Except for my dagger.
Traherne,
Dagger and Orpheus.
Traherne pinches himself just to see if he feels it, because if it's a dream, he wouldn't necessarily feel it.
Yep, you definitely feel it.
I think balance lose divine sense.
Balance this whole cave. All the people around you are undead.
No one here's alive but us. Wait, I can still sense all of us are still alive, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, yeah, you guys are alive, but I'm checking a couple of the, like Dr. Camille and Rhapsody and them. Let me see what they are, because you're going to know this. Where is it? Doopy doopy doo. Where are they? There they are. Fiends. So all the ones that look like people that you know are fiends. They're not undead.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand to try to reach my dagger.
As soon as you attempt to cast something, Orpheus, it doesn't work.
Huh. Well, guys, I don't think spell working either. I can cast any
Let's
spell.
see. Roll high on perception checks. Kahir? I think Kahir, you're the only one so far, right? Yeah.
I don't think I've rolled one.
Kahir, behind you, or I guess in this direction, let me give you a thing, is a extremely large iron sheet that looks like it's been placed over possibly the exit to this place. With your perception check, it looks extremely heavy. Probably was built or put here to make sure no one can get out. Also, to the north, there is a rift. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yep.
But balance, this is the information you have so far. Orpheus, again, you go to cast the spell. It's not like the spell went off and it failed. The spell just didn't go off at all.
Yeah, I told the group that I can cast any spell.
And when
Yeah, but
Valens called out
because he called out people.
that everything is undead,
Told them to stop.
or we're the only things alive.
harassing-
Undead
well,
and
that
fiends.
would change
Right.
because
Kahir's gonna pull a potion from his belt
Yeah.
and immediately down it.
Okay, you can roll it. Nothing's attack you at the moment.
And gain 14 back.
Before anyone else does anything, let's take another quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
Before things go off. Yeah, go ahead. You want to do something before that?
nope, that's fine.
Cool. Quick 5-minute break.
No, right. If you can't cast spells, I can't do this anyways.
Yeah, if you're attempting to cast a spell, what spell were you attempting to cast?
Locate object for the crystals.
It fails. It instantly fails, doesn't even go off. You don't even have to expend a spell slot. Seems like this place, for some reason, is barring you from using magics. Thorin and Orpheus, you can attest to this now. Attempting to maybe cast something else, like a firebolt or something, just to like light the room up further. Doesn't work. And this is where we'll go to our second break for the night. We only have 45 minutes after this, so let's make it quick. Quick 5-minute break. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. So Traherne, you perceive through what's going on here, and I PM'd you what you see and what you basically discerned looking around this place. The mist in here, it seems like you guys have become accustomed to. It's not necessarily like poison. Temporary effect that happens to possibly creatures that have not encountered this substance before. But Traherne, you have some information if you want to share it telepathically or out loud. It's up to you.
Yeah, so I'll telepathically communicate with the group. That I'm able to see like the kind of creatures they are with like sharp claws and spikes and stuff. And so they're definitely not who we think they are. And then also, I'm able to kind of see through the mist, and I noticed that there's some lab equipment and a bed and stuff around. It looks like this could be maybe Merkel's lab or something. I'm not really sure.
What Traherne explains that these creatures are, which he's saying the creatures that look like your old companions or people you've come across, is actually looks like what I'm about to show you guys.
That thing looks sick.
Whoa.
I don't like it.
This one. Is that the fin you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh.
This was the fiends that you were sensing, Valence?
Yeah. I don't like it.
Well, Thurin's gonna kind of look around and like kind of take in everything. And does he notice that the mist is coming from the rocks themselves, or no?
Yeah. I mean, you guys can see them. It's kind of like the green mist that are all around the cave here.
Mhm.
Kind of just
Are
like
there any rocks?
skipping around.
Are there any of the rocks like nearby my feet that I'm able to reach?
I mean, there's pebbles and rocks all over. The mist itself just looks like it's in this area surrounding. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like it's seeping through or coming through specific rocks. It's just seeping through all the rocks. Almost
All
looks
right.
like it's coming from the cave itself. And again, this cave is definitely closed in. It doesn't look like there's a way out outside the large iron door behind you, Thorin.
Or the rift in the upper left.
Or yeah, there's also a rift to the top left. Doesn't look like anything's coming through yet.
What do we see above us, like in the roof?
Straight up stalagmites, just rocks. Doesn't look like Orpheus can even go up there. It seems very pointy up there.
Kahir kind of looks like he's patting himself down and checking everything, and he pulls the glaive off of his back, and he's like inspecting it, kind of like playing coy and just making sure that, oh shit, the crystal's gone. Has anything else been tampered with? And he just kind of
As soon as you draw your
looks.
glaive, you see Dr. Kamir staring at you.
He kind of looks to Valens and smirks and say, I think it's time to get this party started, and just roars and goes into a rage, thrusting his glaive backwards into Camille, and a second attack coming up, dragging like the bottom upwards through Rhapsody.
Okay. I guess we got the party started.
I can do spell. Oh no!
You should have thought of that before we came in here.
I don't have a dagger.
You better stabbity stab.
On this one, I think it was here. This follows.
Now you had one in between Orpheus and Valens, one directly to the right of Orpheus, and then the one up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was one between you guys, right? Yeah, because you had 2. There was one that was back here, one that was here, and then this one was here. Okay. It's good enough. Clear this. Surprise round for you guys. Thanks to Kihir's quick thinking, and thanks to Traherne and Valance discerning what the hell was going on here. You guys have a surprise round, so everyone roll your initiatives. And you guys will all get a turn before the creatures in here. You do need to pop out some things. Music too loud, or is it okay?
Pretty good.
It's kind of annoying, but this is like the coolest music I could find for a cave like this. I lowered it a little bit. There we go. What do I need? I need barbed devils. I need undead. And skeletons. Which, calling back to episode 1. Where you guys fought some skeletons.
Bringing back the retros.
All right, let me roll. So again, like I was saying before, you guys, for your pets, will do it on your turn. For mobs of the same kind, they're all going to move on the same turn. However, these barbed devils are quite strong, so I'm actually going to give them each an initiative roll. But all the skeletons and undead will move on the same turn. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Seem fair? Okay.
We're all gonna die.
Orpheus is first to act. What would you like to do, Orpheus? The image and the illusion drops, and you see behind you the scary as fuck looking thing about to stab you in your back. That used to be
Yeah.
Wedge.
You're not Wedge. I will use my bonus action to transform to form
It
of
speaks
dread.
back to you in Infernal. Do you speak Infernal now?
Yes, I've been speaking Infernal.
The flesh will be rended from your body.
As soon as he said that, I will transform into the form of dread. That's my ratio. That's my ratio. So I don't think. Wait. Can I do that?
How many
That's
times
not my
do you-
ratio. That's my
Already
ratio.
used it?
No, I can do 3 times a day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's my ratio, so I can do that. And then as soon as he say that, I'm also gonna look him in the eye and use my red eye to intimidate him.
FYI, when you fell unconscious, your invisibility spell broke.
Oh yeah, it's only lasts for short time anyway. And then you're gonna see Orpheus just jump up to the bad devil, and then his fang like grow longer, and then I'm gonna bite his neck.
Okay. What type of damage does Vampiric Bite do?
Because I'm in form of dread, so it become well, dread is just a regular non-magical damage.
Bites are usually piercing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. 12 is a miss. unless you have advantage somehow.
I don't. Oh. That's it though.
Hey, danger. Doesn't matter. You suck. Shut up.
Well, it's like
Nah.
the sanguine one, the thing, the red eye thing. Get an advantage on intimidation roll. And I have to use my action to intimidate him. Is that what it is?
I believe that's what we did last time, right, Zeph? To actively intimidate something would be an action. Okay. So correct, yes. You would have to actively do it. I know your spells do something along those lines as well. When you're transformed, I think you get a thing that can frighten something, right?
Yeah, but I have to hit. I have to land a hit. So.
What's your proficiency bonus? Is it 3 or 4? Zeph, what's everyone's proficiency bonus at the moment?
Current is 3.
Okay, so you have one more transform remaining.
Yeah, but my transform lasts 6 round, 10 round.
Yep. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm still on hit
You're
back.
not going for your dagger?
Well, I'm still hit back. If I leave the range, I'll be attacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Opportunity
still on
attack.
hit back. No, I'm still on hit back. I'm just gonna hang there.
Okay, Doran, your turn.
Alright, so let me know if this uses an action or not, but I want to do an inspection check or investigation check to see if I can identify what is making us not be able to cast any magic.
Roll me an Arcana.
13.
Cave itself, the miss. Just like Traherne said, this looks like a lab. Just like you don't light a match at a gas station, you don't cast magic in a lab. You don't want to interrupt or cause any of the chemicals within this room to explode or change its substance itself. Seems like it's purposefully done in here. Whether it's because it's a lab or because this is a trap for you guys, you're not too sure.
Then I am going to... The longswords is my brother's. Do I have to attune to that or no?
Normally, yes, but you've attuned to this before. When you were quite young, your brother let you use it for a little bit.
So
before you
I'm
got
going to
used it.
pull out Raiden's Call and slash at the closest barbed devil next to me.
Go for it.
One-handed with my shield out as well.
12 is a miss.
Right.
Do you have multi-attack as a cleric?
I do not, so that is my turn.
Okay. Balance. Surprise round, you're up.
Let's fucking do this.
Okay, here, you attacked, right?
You can just go in the order, and I'll do my
Yep.
attack as I.
Yeah, you were basically
Called.
top of the order on this because you started the surprise round. But yeah, we'll just roll it like that. 25
Yeah,
and
it
16.
makes sense
are-
to.
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say it makes sense to use the turn order.
Yep.
So it doesn't bother me, no.
Yeah, you initiated the surprise round. Everyone did the thing that they needed to do to discern what was going on here, without them getting a surprise round, except for you, because you can't be surprised, I believe. Right, Zeph? Your character now has that advantage of not being able to get surprised because you're a bear form or something like that, right? Or no? Was I reading that wrong?
No, it doesn't prevent me from being surprised. No.
Okay. Either way, 16 and 25 hit. 14 is a miss. So the crit and the 16 hit.
What the fuck? I don't know why it's not doing the check mark when I do it. Oh, I know
Not
why.
enough spell slots left for level 2.
No, I see what. So, I rolled. I think what it is when I roll it. Let me check. I'm gonna test this right now. Oh, is it not gonna let me? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doing the attack with it check marked initially, and then I'm unchecking it. Right, for the last attack, and since it's unchecked, it's not registering the damage for the first two.
So you got to keep it checked for the damage, and then uncheck it when you're rolling the last damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right, so let's clear all that. So we're not going to take any of that damage. Start from the crit and start rolling damage.
okay.
Just make it fair and square. So that's
That's the
19. Yeah, let's start adding this. So you're hitting the one behind you.
Yeah.
So let's add in all that. I mean, if you want to roll it all at once, that's fine. And then add it
Yeah,
all together.
I can calculate this together really fast. You know, it'd be
Go for
nice
it.
if it just did it for you, but it's 80 damage.
God damn. You rip off an arm on one of these things. Minus 80. It is still up, though.
And it has 2 stacks of rend.
Okay. Let's put some colors on. Can I put 2 colors? I can. Nice. 2 stacks. Cool feature.
Very nice.
Anything else? Would take
No.
an action if you're trying to down a potion, by the way.
I mean, I'm at full health. I wouldn't need to. I did lay on hand way earlier.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one who still has damage on them.
Okay.
When we finished that fight, it was right after Mirror broke my shoulder.
Okay. Gotcha. Trahearn, you're up. This thing almost kind of looks like a fucking humanoid version of your hyena. With these spikes going down its spine and stuff. Kind of looks similar to that, but definitely more sinister, fiendish looking.
Right. I'm using my bonus action to transform into wolf.
Okay, I'm just gonna move your character over here.
And I am going to. So just for clarification, since we have surprise, if I was to move, does he still have retaliation, like a attack? If I move outside.
So, if you're trying to disengage, you can take the disengage action to prevent any attacks of opportunity.
But that counts as an action.
Counts as an action.
I'm not going to waste any time then. I'm just going to bite the one next to me. Let me button.
Make sure you also update your wolf form's AC. It has +2 with your Ulum. How do you pronounce it again?
Yon or
You
something.
on?
Yon. There we go, Yon. Yon Stone.
Hold on. Roll 20 is being slow. Where can I edit that?
Just take mental note of it. Your AC is whatever it is, +2.
Okay.
All right. So what would you like to do as a dire wolf?
I'm trying to bite, but I'm trying to get the window to pop up. Roll 20 is acting out. 1 second. Okay.
18 to hit.
Nom nom nom.
Strength saving throw. That's a make. It is not knocked prone, but it does take 8 piercing damage. Do you have any other attacks as a wolf at this stage?
Not
Like,
that
do
I'm
you
aware
get 2
of.
bites or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll double check after.
Because you're a higher level now, so I just want to make sure. I think you just adapt to whatever that character sheet is for that wolf.
Well, you have to suck that one up though.
I'll have to look again.
Kier, person who started the surprise round, it is your turn.
First
Has everyone
attack
sprung
of-
into action at the same time?
Yep, first attack against the one behind me that was Camille, and the second one is on Rhapsody.
Okay. That's a crit fail.
23. Attacking recklessly.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're raging, right? You said you rage
And
then
I'm
you went
raging,
in.
yeah.
Yep. So that both hit. So 16 to the south.
Yep. 18 to the south,
18, sorry.
and 16 to the north.
16 to the north.
And I heal for 2.
Yes. Glad you remember that.
He's like, I'm gonna play with this a little bit.
Back to the top of the order. The devil behind Yuka here. Has multi-attack.
It's gonna
Makes three
undo
melee
everything I just
attacks.
did.
1 with its tail, 2 with its claws. Or it can use something else. It's going to melee attack you for swiping at it. So 2 attacks with claws and then a tail attack.
Okay.
15, 17, 17.
Hit.
And Gahir's dead.
5, 5, and 13.
Oh no.
So that's 23 and minus half.
I'll take 11.
So you take 11. And first act on the official round, Orpheus, you're up.
Sorry, I forgot to roll my
Yeah, you're temp HP.
yeah.
Does it
when my-
replace the old temp HP or is it add on?
No, the old therapy disappear when my former draft disappear.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's like a little shield that you get. Okay,
Yeah.
Temp HP doesn't stack from any source.
Yeah.
gotcha. You can't add like 10 and 10 from another person. Okay.
Nope.
No.
It just whatever the higher one is, it replaces. It gets
Yeah.
replaced.
Alright, I'm gonna do another bite.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You can take the disengage action if you want to run over to your dagger. However, again, it's in a pool of dark substance.
Yeah, and then who the other one attack? No, we'll do another bite.
That's a crit. Roll me
And,
damage.
I have my form of dress, so that's gonna become necrotic, and then I'm gonna do another one. So I roll another damage for that.
Okay. When you attack the creature and hit that isn't a constructed undead, these are not undead, these are fiends.
Yeah.
You regain hit points equal to the piercing damage, or you gain bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus equals to the piercing damage dealt by the bite. So, because of this extra bonuses and the crit, you have a very big buff to yourself.
Yeah.
So
Because I
your
don't
next
need-
attack roll or ability check has +5, 9, 19. So you pretty much guarantee a success on your next ability check or attack roll.
Yeah, but okay. Also because of fog dress, so it's gonna be intimidate. Let's see. What is that one that intimidate? Oh,
Doesn't it have to
Wis-
make a wisdom save or be
yeah,
frightened?
wisdom save. Yeah, wisdom save as a frightened per turn. Yeah.
Once during each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack, you can force it to make a wisdom saving throw. If the saving throw fails, it's frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so wisdom save. 12. What is your spell save?
15.
Or what
so
was the spell save on that?
15 for me. My
Okay,
spell
so
save.
it is frightened of you
Yeah.
for until the beginning of your next turn.
Well, I'm still on his back. How does that work?
It can't go past you or run to anyone in your group that's next to you. It has to move away from you, basically.
Okay.
So it can't, like, for example, try and go like this way because it would be moving closer towards you. It would have to go either straight south. It would actually just have to go against the wall back here.
But I say I'm on his back.
If it tries to move.
Okay. Well, I'm still hanging on the back though.
I'm assuming you're not moving.
No.
The devil next to Thorin is going to swipe at the guy that swiped at him, which is Kahir. Again with 3 attacks.
Oh no. Oh no.
14, 22, 15.
Oh my god, something actually missed. First miss, second and third hit.
That's 12. So he takes 6. And Thorin, it is your
Ow.
turn.
All right.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
What?
Oh, minus the. Because all of them are in the same one, right? Oh no, those are the devils. Never mind.
No, these are devils.
Yeah, so the run flesh will start when that particular thing goes, which will be he's the last second to last one out of the barbed devils.
Okay.
The Thurin is going to try something. He's going to he's going to do his movement first, and he's going to kind of just skirt down and then across the barb, so he's devil, so he stays in range the entire time.
Okay.
And he's going to reach out his hand and see if he can still use at least healing magic onto Kahir.
Which type?
By touch. Let me. Oh, when my computer, when my power.
Here's a more specific question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to cast a spell, or you're trying to use your ability?
Was going to be casting a spell, if I can.
The spell will automatically fail. You already have knowledge of that.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm parched next to Kahir, I'm going to go ahead and swing again at the Barb Devil directly to north of me.
That's a miss.
And that is my turn.
Okay. The undeads are going to move. How much range do they have? They can move 20 feet.
They can move now? What the fuck? Oh no.
Balance, it's your turn.
I don't know why when you move those so slowly, I just heard like Michael Jackson, like dun 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 dun. It's just a song that popped in my head.
I'm gonna attack the same devil.
Go for it. Hit. Makes it, breaks it on the 15. Surely that kills. It had 30 HP left. Stacking all that, I think that's
yeah.
over 30.
Yeah, it is.
How would you like to kill it? It's
Um,
missing an arm.
I spin my axe or my axe. Wow, my lance around, cut off the other arm, and then stab it up through its skull.
It bleeds some type of green substancey goo. The green starts to evaporate and turn into the mist around you guys as it falls to the ground. Smells nasty. Doesn't affect you though.
I beat that. I swallowed that shit. Ah!
Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Movement, or are you staying there?
I might hold on. I'm probably gonna move actually. I'm going to move over here. Actually, I'm gonna stay where I'm at because I can just help Orpheus from where I'm at.
Okay. Turn, your turn.
Oh, I was like,
I'm
I'm gonna move closer to him. Go
So
ahead.
if I move out of it, I fell it. I just take damage, right? This is what happens.
Yeah, you take one attack of opportunity. One swipe.
All right, I'm gonna move down here.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, that beats my.
4 piercing. Okay. You successfully get the range of one and enter the range of another.
Yep, and I'm gonna use. I have pack tactics now. Also, I was gonna tell you this earlier, but since we're in this weird spot with magic, just so that you're aware, with my level up, my attacks in beast form count as magical for purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Wait, what? What'd you say? Say that again?
Just
There-
saying that.
it's
Go
called-
click that button.
I'll click it. Wait, where'd it go?
The pack tactics? Oh, Primal Strike. Starting 6th level, your attacks in beast form count as magical. Cool.
So I don't know if that part works in here or not, but
It actually does. So these things had resistance to things that are not magical,
Mhm.
which I got to take a little bit more off on the north one, but go ahead.
okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do a bite attack again, but I'm gonna do it this time on the one that Orpheus is attacking. So I'll go for its stomach while Orpheus is hanging on the back.
Unfortunately, it's a miss. Orpheus, you're hanging onto it.
Yeah, the whole time. I'm like just go on the bike and I started biting it.
To hang onto it is an action to grapple a creature.
Oh,
We can say that you're like kind of ducking underneath it and trying to like grab onto
Yeah.
it and like keep biting it and stuff. But
that's
to
fine.
grapple a creature is an actual thing.
Okay.
Just a quick heads up.
Oh, that's why I'm at.
The 13 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Here, your turn.
Now that Thurin's kind of side by side with Kahir,
Hold
he's
on one
gonna
second.
turn
hold on.
back to the one.
Sorry. Pack tactics means it's a 25, right? Or sorry,
You have attack this as a wolf.
right. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, that is a hit then.
Okay.
Crit.
Well,
Nice.
sorry.
Yeah,
Zach.
I mean,
I forgot about pack
you
tactics.
take your first bite, you miss, and with the crit, you turn and you bite again into the stomach, rip out some flesh. Tastes nasty. As the flesh gets thrown to the floor, again, it evaporates into this green mist. And Kahir, it's your turn.
He's gonna turn his attention fully on the one to his bottom left, and pump everything he's got into it.
Okay. Three hits. The south or the north?
South,
South. So let's see. So
42
that's-
slashing and 14 cold.
Cool. Full damage, by the way, Kahir. For the first time against things that have resistance. Anything else in your turn? Thing is definitely still standing, but you did rip off quite a few spikes to this thing and lopped off one of its claws. So the one to the south will not be able to swipe twice and tail. It'll only be able to swipe once.
I will heal my measly 3 points and end my turn.
Okay. The one that Wraithhead runs to is dead.
Yup.
The skeleton's turns. Uh, 30 feet, nice.
Danger on the devil that I had just attacked. Did you?
He did.
You did the magical part.
Yeah, I did the strength check.
Okay.
Where's my ruler? Why is my ruler gone? There it is. Why is it like minimized? Okay. Orpheus. Orpheus, roll me a perception check as this devil is trying to do something, but is unsuccessful. Tofu? Oh, he has headphones off.
Sorry, say one more time.
Perception check. The devil behind you, it begins to attempt to do something, but it doesn't work. Let's see what the DC is. An 8. What'd you roll? 9. It attempts to snap its fingers or do something. A little spark goes off, but it doesn't work. It looked like this thing was trying to cast like some type of flame spell.
The one that's still,
However,
oh, he's still frightened of me though, right?
yeah, he was trying to do something like cast a spell, and he couldn't do it. Seems like these things are affected by the null magic field thing that's in here as well. However, the Barb Devil is going to come south towards Orpheus and Traherne and is going to split some attacks between you guys. The 2 claws come in at Orpheus and the tail at Traherne. 17 to Orpheus, 25 to Traherne.
Oh, hit.
Orpheus, you take 10 piercing. Traherne, you take 9.
I will take 5 because I have resistance, right?
From your vampiric, you have resistance to piercing now?
Yep.
Cool. Everyone roll me perception checks on this end of this round.
Damn, my perception sucks.
Traherne and Kahir, the rift to the north is expanding.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
Kahir, not the chain devil, the Barb Devil attempts to swipe at you and forgets that it doesn't have a claw on one hand and begins to just throw blood all over. He actually hits himself, technically. Loses 7 more HP and hits you with the tail for 14. So he takes 7. However, it did damage to itself as well.
It did as much damage to itself as it did to me.
That's right. Orpheus, it is your turn. You have two Barb Devils now on top of you, attempting to eat you.
Okay. Well, I just realized I have a quarterstaff, so I'm gonna take it out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack with my quarterstaff.
That's a crit
Oh,
fail. Your quarterstaff
God.
breaks in half.
Wait. Don't I have my bonus from attacking?
You do, but it's still a crit fail. Still
Wait,
a nat 1.
how's that bonus work?
So you hit them. You hit one of them. So roll me damage. But your quarterstaff is still going to break.
Oh, fudge.
It literally breaks in half in your hands. You
That's
haven't
the
used it for
only-
so long.
That's the first
That-
time I
I think-
use it.
You haven't used it since you left your house. Didn't realize how old this thing is, and it literally just cracked in half.
I was just holding it on my hand, and I was like,
Which one were you hitting? The one to your right or to the one to the north?
the one that I've been hitting, the one that frightened at me. I guess it's not frightened anymore.
Nope.
Wait. No, I have to say roll wisdom save again.
That's a make.
That's the neck, yep. Oh, I'm holding up my staff. I was like, well, there goes the staff.
As Orpheus holds up his staff, looks at it, broken in half. That's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you all for playing. We'll resume next week. After the session ends, we'll talk schedule. But thank you all for playing. Very, very much was hoping or waiting for this episode, was hoping that it was going to be an excellent episode. You guys literally killed the Prince of Pain. Not something that I was planning for. There was a lot of things that were happening that caused this scenario to happen. So congratulations, guys, on killing my main antagonist. But don't worry, I have plans, other plans in the works. and we'll see you guys all next week. Thank you all.